Have a good day to everyone listening. Success is not an accident. Success is not something that happens because of pure luck. Success is not magic. Success is built. Success is practiced. Success is a habit that is formed and repeated until it becomes part of who you are. If you carefully look at the most successful people in history and in the world today, you will notice something important. They are not always the most intelligent. They are not always the richest. They are not always the most gifted or the most fortunate. Many times, they are simply the people who made a choice to build the right habits and stick to them consistently. Most people in the world see problems as walls that block them. They see difficulties as things that slow them down or stop them. They complain about these difficulties. They blame other people. They blame the system. They wait for someone else to come and fix the problem for them. They believe life is unfair and they surrender to it. But people who achieve great things think differently. They train their minds to see every problem as a door disguised as a wall. They recognize that each problem hides an opportunity for learning, for growth, for creation, or for improvement. If this video helped you, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons so you never miss the next one. Let's come back to the point. So friends, think about it carefully. Every great business that exists today, every breakthrough idea, every invention and innovation, all began with a problem. There had been no problems, there would have been no need for solutions. The greatest companies in the world exist because at one point, someone saw a challenge, a pain point, a difficulty, and instead of ignoring it or complaining about it, they decided to solve it. Whenever you face a challenge in life, you always have two choices. Choice one is to focus only on how difficult and unfair it is, to feel frustrated, and to give your energy to fear. Choice two is to ask yourself better questions. Can I learn from this? How can this challenge make me stronger? How can I use this difficulty as a chance to grow or to build something new? The people who succeed in life are not those who run away from problems. They are not the ones who spend all their energy avoiding challenges. Who succeed are those who face difficulties head-on, learn from them, adapt to them, and find creative ways to turn them into value. History itself is full of examples. New technology was introduced. Some people panicked because they feared losing their jobs. They resisted change. They held on to the past. But others saw opportunity. They used that same technology to build new industries, new jobs, and new possibilities. When the economy struggles, some people surrender, complain, or shut down. Others see the crisis as an opening to build something better, cheaper, or smarter. Your mindset, the perspective you choose, is the key factor that determines your future. It is not about avoiding challenges. It is about shifting the way you look at them. The next time life presents you with a hard situation, ask yourself, why is this happening to me? Instead, ask yourself, what can I do with this situation? How can I make this work for me? Because behind every single problem, there is an opportunity, patiently waiting for the right person to recognize it. Many people have the belief that learning stops once they finish school or university. They think that once they hold a certificate or degree, their education is complete and they can now live on what they already know. But the truth is completely different. Real learning never ends. The world is changing every single day. Technologies appear, entire industries transform. New problems and opportunities are born constantly. If you stop learning, you stop adapting. If you stop adapting, you stop growing. And once you stop growing, eventually, the world moves forward without you, leaving you behind. The people who keep growing and succeeding understand that education is not a one-time event, but a lifelong journey. They remain curious no matter how much they know. They keep asking questions, keep exploring, and keep searching for new knowledge. They read books. They listen to podcasts. They attend seminars. They join workshops. They look for mentors who have more experience. They observe people who are doing better and learn from them. They never believe they know everything. Instead, they stay humble and open-minded. They understand that the more they learn, the more valuable they become in the marketplace and in life. Think for a moment about the most accomplished people you admire. They are not the ones who walk around thinking they have nothing else to learn. They are the ones who, despite their success, are always looking for ways to improve themselves. They are not ashamed to admit when they don't know something because they see that as a chance to grow. True learning is not limited to books, classrooms, or exams. Real learning is about paying attention to life. Every failure carries a lesson if you are willing to see it. Every mistake is an opportunity to do better next time. Every conversation with a wise person, every debate with someone who thinks differently, is a chance to expand your mind. The more you learn, the more patterns you recognize, and the better decisions you can make in life. Some people say, "I don't have time to learn." But here is the reality. If you do not make time for learning today, life will force you to make time for failure tomorrow. Knowledge is like a set of tools. If you have better, sharper, and stronger tools, you can build something greater faster and with less struggle. If your tools are weak or old, everything becomes harder. If you want to achieve success, keep sharpening your mind, upgrading your skills, and staying alert to what is changing in the world. Never think you already know enough. Keep moving forward every day, and so must you. Keep learning, keep growing, and you will always be prepared for whatever comes next. Now let's talk about effort. People believe that hard work by itself is the secret to success. They wake up early, stay up late, and push themselves as much as they can, thinking that the more hours they work, the closer they get to success. Hard work is important, but here is the truth. Hard work without direction is like running endlessly on a treadmill. You are sweating, you are tired, you are using energy, but you are not actually moving forward. Hard work matters, but working smart is what multiplies the results. Imagine two people trying to cut down a tree. The first one grabs an old axe and starts swinging as hard as possible. They swing for hours, they are sweating, they are exhausted, their arms ache, but the progress is slow. The second person takes some time first to sharpen their axe. Then, with fewer swings and less time, they cut the tree down efficiently. The lesson is simple. Effort alone is not enough if it is wasted. Strategy makes the difference. Successful people understand that time and energy are limited. You cannot get back lost hours, and your energy is not infinite. That is why they don't just work hard. They make sure they are working on the right things in the smartest way. They prioritize their biggest tasks. They focus on the few activities that make the most difference. They automate tasks that can be automated. They delegate jobs that others can do better. They don't just spend time, they invest time. One of the most common mistakes is confusing being busy with being productive. Just because your schedule is full does not mean you are achieving progress. Many people spend their whole day answering emails, attending meetings that don't matter, or handling little tasks that don't create growth. Meanwhile, successful people concentrate on high-impact work, the activities that truly move them closer to their goals. Today's world offers tools and technology that can make us more efficient than any generation before us. Instead of doing everything manually, we can use systems, apps, and smarter processes. Instead of repeating mistakes, we can learn from those who already succeeded. Instead of blindly working harder at something that doesn't produce results, we can pause, step back, analyze, and change direction. Working hard builds discipline, but working smart ensures your discipline creates real results. The people who rise to the top are not always the ones who work the most hours. They are the ones who work in the right way. They focus on results, not just on effort. So yes, hard, but don't just push blindly. Take time to think. Take time to plan. Take time to adjust your strategies. Be efficient. Be flexible. Sure that every hour you spend brings you closer to your goals. That is the deeper secret of success. Another important truth is the people around you. The people you choose to spend time with shape your thoughts, your attitude, and your actions. Whether you realize it or not, your environment influences you every single day. If you spend most of your time with people who complain, who blame others, who have no ambition, you will naturally begin to think and act like them. If you spend time with people who are motivated, positive, and ambitious, their energy and ideas will push you higher. Success is not just about what you know or how hard you work. It is also about who you surround yourself with. The people in your circle can either lift you up or hold you back. That is why you must carefully choose your friends, your colleagues, your business partners, and your mentors. Seek people who inspire you, who challenge you, who push you to grow. Have you noticed how successful people often spend time with other successful people? This is not by accident. Like-minded people push each other further. They exchange ideas, share experiences, and open doors for each other. If you want to achieve more, spend time with people who are already ahead of you. Learn from them. Let their stories and lessons guide you. But remember, surrounding yourself with the right people does not always mean billionaires or celebrities. It means people with the right attitude. People who are positive, hardworking, growth-oriented, and supportive. You do not need the richest friends. You need the right mindset around you. At the same time, protect yourself from negativity. Some people are full of doubt, fear, and jealousy. They will tell you your dreams are impossible. They will advise you to play it safe. They will say success is only for the lucky few. If you listen to them too long, their words will poison your mind. Do not let small thinkers trap you in their small cages. Building a strong circle requires effort. It may mean stepping out of your comfort zone, going to events, looking for mentors, or joining groups of ambitious people. It may also mean letting go of toxic friendships or old habits that no longer help you grow. Remember, this success is rarely a solo journey. If you want to go fast, you can go alone. But if you want to go far, you need others. Surround yourself with people who push you forward, and you will achieve more than you ever imagined possible. Now let us talk about risk and patience. Many people dream of achieving big things, but only a few are willing to take the risks needed to reach them. Risk is part of success. There is no big reward without stepping into the unknown. At the same time, true success is not instant. It requires patience, consistency, and long-term vision. Those who win in life are the ones who balance both: courage to take risks and patience to wait for results. Taking risks means stepping outside your comfort zone. It means making decisions that may not bring immediate success, but have the possibility of creating something great in the future. Many people avoid risk because they are terrified of failing. What they don't realize is that avoiding risks is the biggest risk of all. If you play safe forever, you may avoid big failures, but you also avoid big growth. You may never fall, but you will also never fly. Look at every successful entrepreneur, every innovator, every leader. Behind their achievements is a story of risk. They quit stable jobs. They invested in uncertain ideas. They moved across countries. They made decisions without guarantees. Success and risk are two sides of the same coin. But risk does not mean recklessness. You should not jump blindly without thinking. Many people make the mistake of chasing success with no plan and no patience. This is where patience becomes critical. The road to real success is long and often full of twists, delays, and struggles. If you expect immediate results, you will quit too soon. But if you understand that great things take time, you will hold on until the rewards arrive. A farmer does not plant seeds and expect a harvest the next day. He prepares the soil, plants the seeds, waters them, and waits for the right season. Similarly, you take a risk in business, career, or life, you must give your actions time to grow. Many people quit too early because they do not see instant progress. Overnight success stories usually take years of hidden hard work. The secret is not just taking risks. It is taking smart, calculated risks and then having the patience to let them unfold. Do your research, plan carefully, prepare for challenges. And when you take action, trust the process. Failure is not the end. Every failure carries a lesson. Every lesson pushes you one step closer to your goal. Some people wait forever for the perfect moment. Others jump in too fast and give up when results don't come quickly. The real winners are those who find balance. They take chances, but they also stay steady. They keep going, trusting that their time will come. If you can learn to embrace both risk and patience, success will eventually follow. Not instantly, but surely. Life is unpredictable. No matter how much you plan, how hard you work, or how well you prepare, challenges will appear. Setbacks will come. Struggles will test you. This is not a sign that you are failing. This is simply reality. What separates successful people from the rest is not that their journey is easy, but that they refuse to give up when things get hard. Many people collapse the moment things don't go their way. They complain, they give up, they blame, they lose faith. But negativity never solves anything. It only drains your energy. The other hand, a positive mindset gives you strength and creativity. Being positive does not mean ignoring problems. It means facing problems with hope, courage, and determination. Think of the people you admire most. Do you think they never failed? Of course they did. They faced rejection. They faced bankruptcy. They faced criticism and mockery. They kept going because they believed better days would come if they didn't stop moving forward. Staying positive applies not only to business, but to all parts of life: relationships, careers, personal dreams. There will always be moments when plans collapse, people disappoint you, when life feels unfair. In those moments, you have a choice: focus on the pain and let it break you, or focus on the lesson and let it build you. Of the greatest lies people believe is that hard times last forever. But nothing is permanent. Just as seasons change, so do difficulties. No matter how heavy your struggles feel today, they will eventually pass. Challenges are not here to block you. They are here to prepare you, to test your strength, and to shape you for something bigger. Some of the most inspiring stories come from people who refused to give up even when life hit them the hardest. They understood one thing: failure is temporary, but quitting is permanent. If you want success, train your eyes to see the good in every situation. Surround yourself with positive people. Practice gratitude every day. Remind yourself of your strengths. The road to success is never smooth, but those who stay positive through the storm come out stronger, wiser, and ready for the reward. Now let us finish with one last truth: starting small. Everyone dreams of greatness. People want big businesses, global influence, massive success. Too often those dreams stay dreams because people wait for perfect conditions. They forget the most important step: starting. Big dreams are valuable. They give direction and inspiration. But dreaming is never enough. Success does not come from just wishing. Success comes from acting. People hesitate to start because they wait for the perfect time, the perfect resources, or the perfect plan. But the truth is, there is never a perfect time. The only way forward is to begin, no matter how small. Look at the biggest companies today. Apple started in a garage. Amazon started in a small room. Facebook began in a dorm. Of them waited for millions of dollars or perfect conditions. They began with what they had, took small steps, made mistakes, learned, and grew. Starting small does not mean thinking small. It means taking the first step with the tools and knowledge you currently have. Too many people delay for years because they say they are not ready. But readiness does not come before starting. Readiness comes from starting. Underestimate the power of small beginnings. Every great achievement in history started small. A small idea, a small step, a small action. What matters most is not size but consistency. Also, remember to be patient with your growth. Success does not arrive overnight. It is built with small daily actions repeated again and again. Many people quit early because they don't see fast results. But those who keep going, who stay consistent, keep improving, are the ones who eventually reach their big goals. If you want to succeed, dream big, but break your dream into small steps. Start where you are, with what you have. As you go, keep improving. Trust the process. Every success story began with someone who dared to begin small and refused to stop growing. Your future is shaped by what you do every single day. If you want to change your life, change your habits. Don't wait for luck. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now. Take small steps every day. Build good habits. Keep learning. Surround yourself with the right people. Work smart, stay positive, and never give up. Success will follow you. Thank you.